apologies that took a little bit long, just getting used to tech and streaming. But I have a really an important update and announcement. And Instagram have already heard this, and so forgive me if you're listening to this again, but hopefully I can even be a little bit more articulate and clear in this. I had one of those moments last night where you have to go, oh, gosh, I'm 41 years old. What do I want to do when I grow up? And I know that might sound absolutely ridiculous because it's clear, what my work is and what I do. But I had a moment where I asked myself, are you, one, being 100% authentically you when you show up? I definitely am when I show up on a stage because I feel like you're in front of me. It feels like, we're all friends. I love performing and I feel like I can be myself. I don't feel like, if I had to be brutally honest, I don't feel like I'm 100% myself all the time on social media. It's a bit of a spectrum, but I think that's pretty normal for all people and particularly creatives. So I had to take honest inventory and go, are you, one, being 100% yourself? And the second question I asked myself was, are you 100% in alignment with how you want to serve? And if I was to be honest, I think I am, with my Fearless Singer crew. However, it's exclusive in the membership. Everyone gets to, when they come over, they get to sort of understand, what I'm about. And I'm just feel very grateful and blessed to have been able to attract these incredible humans into my life. But I'm not showing that, and I'm not really being super clear with how I want to serve on social media or when I talk about, Fearless Singer or my business. So this honest inventory happened last night. It was almost like I was restless in bed, like all these thoughts were happening. And I had to just know that I would have the answers this morning. And I woke up this morning and it was like this divine, very, very clear how I want to serve. And it's come to me in such a clear way that I feel like I can stand here now and communicate it effectively. There's that very famous adage, which is be the change you want to see in the world. I did a PD also when I was a classroom teacher, and this incredible woman that was teaching us also said, actually speak the change you want to see in your classroom. Speak it, direct it. Don't tell your classroom, what it is you don't want. Tell them what you want to see in your classroom. And I took that on as a worldly piece of advice. It doesn't just relate to the classroom, it also relates to the world. So be the change and speak the change. And for me, what's really, really, really important to me, and it has been since a little girl, is I've always wanted to encourage, and don't get me wrong, I love my men in my life, my beautiful dad and my brother, and yes, and my dear, dear friends. But ever since I was a little girl, I've always wanted to be that cheerleader for the woman, the female voice. And now as I've grown up, I also want to be the cheerleader and supporter of the marginalized voice as well. I want to be an ally, a strong ally as much as I can, and do that really, internal work to become a good ally. So those are two things that are really, really important to me, is to be a part of a movement that emboldens and I'm going to say the femme voice, so female identifying, and our non-binary people. Our shouldn't even have to say this, but our trans women, they are women. I want to be part of that movement, and I also want to be part of a movement that is a safe space. I want people to come to my website and know that if they are a part of any cultural background, if they are a First Nations person of this country, they are safe and they are welcome. And I just wanted to make that super bloody clear on everything that I do and get really clear about that's how I want to serve. Some of you might know that a couple of years ago, I did a really powerful show called Femme Jazz. It was just a beautiful, inspiring night of female identifying singers. The audience were so diverse and so just insanely gorgeous. It was probably one of my proudest moments, as a creator. It was that night. And yeah, and I've just for a couple of years, I've kind of gone, oh, I want to put on another Femme Jazz show. I want to put another Femme music show. And I've been saying, yes, talking to all my beautiful mates who are women, going, yes, you're booked. Well, let's do the show. And haven't, because of obviously I had the Q-Pack show last year with Girl from Greece and, obviously life. But if I was to be really brutally honest, I just don't think on the daily I've been really embodying this service and how I want to serve. And I think that's probably why the Femme Jazz and Femme music hasn't quite happened yet. But I guess this is a time to say, one, it's going to happen. There is going to be a special show, a special Femme Jazz show, and I will announce more details on March the 7th at New Tricks. So that's a Friday night, and haven't quite finalized details yet, but I will tell you about it. And also on the Sunday, so March the 9th, there's going to be a Girl from Greece show. A Girl from Greece, as a lot of you who follow me know, that my bestie, Katerini Menelados, and we created this beautiful, beautiful project. And that whole weekend we'll be supporting a charity that actually supports older women who have found themselves homeless. And it's a charity actually that Kat found online. And it's something that really resonates deeply with me. I watched a Netflix documentary, and sorry, the name has escaped me, but the issue of homelessness in Australia, female homelessness, because of all various reasons, they've, family have gone bankrupt, husband has left them, husband has died, and they were the house, the housekeeper, that sounds, but they were the home keeper, the homemaker, and then suddenly they're at a certain age and they're like, oh, there's no money. And so that charity will be making a solid contribution towards for those. So that's those shows happening. And the second biggest thing too, and this is the biggest announcement, is that Fearless Singer, now, as much as we love our male allies, we love them, but Fearless Singer is really about, again, emboldening the femme voice, the femme singer. So when you go to my website now, Fearless Singer, you'll see Femme Singer. It's now your time to step up. That's something that I think I've always really felt deep inside has needed to happen. But if I'm going to be brutally honest, again, that honest inventory, I feel like I've been a little bit too scared to do that. But again, coming back to those questions that we ask ourselves is, how do we want to show up? How do we want to serve? How do we make impact? And those things, more than ever, I think you must get to like a half point in your life where you're like, okay, all right, shit's getting real. We've got to be part of the change. So this is me saying, as a femme singer, I'm stepping up, because we need that voice. We need it in our world right now, for everybody, I think that's where I'll leave it. Obviously, invite comments. Also, I just want to reinforce that the free membership that I have. So if you join Fearless Singers, it's my free vocal love drops. All people are welcome, particularly allies. The actual paid membership will be Femme identifying singers only. And if you go on to my website now, you can see all those changes pretty clearly. And I'll be talking more about this as I go on in life. But I guess I want to take on board something that actually Kanye West told to his wife that looks, let's be honest, a bit downtrodden. I just pray to Goddess that she's getting some kind of kinky pleasure out of that arrangement with him at the Grammys this week. And he said, make a scene, and then exposed her. She was naked. She didn't look too proud about it. That was the discomforting thing. If she was like, yes, here's my body, it would have been a different story, but it wasn't. But he said the words, make a scene. And I think, Femme singer, this is our time to make a scene, to be loud, to be unapologetic, so that we can start making some beautiful changes in this world, because we can. We do that through our singing. We do that through our vocalizing. We do that through our storytelling. We embody the change we want to see in the world, and we vocalize it. Okay, I don't want this to be a TLDH, so I'll leave it there. I'm going to go live in the free Fearless Singers group if you want to join us over there. And again, if you support, only if you align with this narrative, everyone is welcome, providing you align with this narrative. Just comment the word Vox, VOX, or DM me, and a link will be sent to you to come on over. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. I'll touch base tomorrow.